If you've ever been to the gym or have talked with someone who does, you've probably run into supplements. From your pre-workout stack to running horny goat weed and arguing whether you should take creatine before or after a workout, the supplement industry is all-encompassing. In 2020, its size was estimated to be $46 billion and only getting larger each year. But what if I told you that much of it is a lie? You're probably not surprised, but you may not realize the true scale of the lie. Join me today as we uncover just why the supplement industry is sad at best and a scam at worst. But, in order to understand, I'll need to give a quick biology lesson. I'm going to be brief and try to not sound boring. The question is, how do you build muscle? This is a somewhat contentious area of debate, as there are a ton of factors, but this is more or less how it works. Lifting weights makes the muscle tissue increase in both size and number. Easy. What isn't so easy is how this process takes place. I'm going to give a couple of vocab words that will come back later in this video. Androgen and androgen receptors. Androgen is basically male hormones, like testosterone, that lead to increased muscle mass, size, weight, facial hair, etc. Increasing the amount of androgens are necessary to grow muscle mass. Now, at a risk of oversimplifying things, androgen receptors are what binds to androgens and let the body use them. For example, I could have a gallon of testosterone in my body, but if the androgen receptors aren't receiving it, then it's going to be wasted. Plus, your muscles need nutrients to grow. Just like you can't build a car without metal, your muscles need proteins and amino acids to turn into muscle. So, recap. Step 1 is having hormones. Step 2 is having those hormones used by the body. Step 3 is eating the building blocks for muscles. I know this is way oversimplified, but it will give a better understanding of what supplements actually do. And, before we go to today's supplement industry, we're going to take a quick stop. The world of the naughty needle, Flintstone gummies, whatever you want to call them, steroids. The body naturally produces testosterone, but it can also be injected into the body. The best way to get more testosterone in your body is to inject it. Because testosterone is basically what increases muscle size and strength, it's usually the first thing people use. Injecting testosterone has been banned by pretty much all athletic committees, such as the Olympics, because of its ability to increase strength. Trenbolone acetate, or tren, was first synthesized in 1963 and used by the livestock industry to make cattle bigger. People discovered it also made humans bigger, so athletes began using it to gain strength and muscle mass. It is androgenic, and so it increases the male hormones while also increasing the receptors, leading to increased muscle and strength. You may not care about this, but anabolic steroids are derived from testosterone in some way or another. It's pretty much like a mad scientist taking hormones and making them even crazier. Anavar is an oral steroid created to help patients who lost weight regain it. It's often used with osteoporosis or other things like post-surgery and other weight loss. Weight gain, you say? Anavar is a very popular steroid because it doesn't have to be injected, no spooky needles, and is fairly easy to acquire. Plus, it's not as strong as others, meaning there are fewer side effects, and it is safer than taking other things. LGD 4033, also known as Ligandrol, was created to prevent muscle decay in diseases such as cancer and osteoporosis. It's a SARM, or selective androgen receptor modulator. It can be taken orally and it has similar effects to other steroids, while having fewer extreme side effects. It started to be available in the early 2010s, but was quickly banned by athletic groups. Proviron, or mestellerone, is an androgen receptor agonist, which basically means it boosts testosterone and helps your body use more testosterone. It's used mainly in the treatment of low testosterone. But is it banned? Yeah, it's banned. It's against the rules to use because how well it boosts testosterone. Equipose, or EQ, or boldenone undesyalinate, is a veterinary supplement injected into horses to fix weight loss and increase appetite. See where this is going? If it works for horses, someone's going to use it for people. It happens to also help humans grow muscle. It was quickly banned by athletic associations due to its effectiveness. I'm only going to touch on these, but there are hundreds of supplements and steroids that are banned. I don't even talk about diuretics, stimulants like DMAA, blood doping, which is literally taking out your red blood cells, waiting for your body to replenish them and putting them back in. If you want a better list, I'll link it in the description. Now, why would I bring these things up? Because they work. They work really well. Now that we know what works, let's finally take a look at that supplement industry. Before we look at anything, we need to remember that most supplements aren't approved by the FDA. What does this mean? They just don't have to prove to anyone that their product actually works. They just slap a disclaimer on it and then BAM! They can sell it. First, let's take a look at MuscleTech Alpha Test. They say it is a maximum strength testosterone booster. Full transparency, I have never used this or many of the supplements I'll be talking about, so I can't say for certain anything about it. That out of the way, remember, athletic associations ban things that boost your testosterone levels. But guess what? This isn't banned. None of the ingredients are banned. It seems fine to use if you're an athlete. So if it's not banned, and athletic associations don't care if you use it, how well do you think it actually works? If it's as incredible as the website says, why isn't it against rules to use it? Now, something else, called BioGrow. I actually did use this years ago because the ad said it was a game changer for building muscle. They say you can gain pounds of muscle and increase your lifts. They call it fertilizer for the muscles. Their claim is that you can increase your strength and size, something athletes and lifters, of course, would love to do. Now, guess if this is banned? Of course it isn't. If they don't care if you use it, do you really think it's a game changer? My personal experience, it did nothing for me. I thought it would be this awesome product to make me huge and strong, but a couple months later, I saw no change.
Another one.
Gains Candy. It says increase muscle strength and size. Again, something an athlete would love to do. Oh, they're using globe thistles and mango tree bark? Understandable. Have a nice day. I remember that the Olympics specifically banned gnawing on mango trees. I found this little gem on Amazon. Trend 75. Is it Trenbolone? No, they're just trying to trick someone into buying it, thinking it's the same thing. And take a look at the ingredients. Looks like someone took ingredients from their spice cabinet and made some pills. Do you actually think this stuff works? If so, I have some really great pills I made from a barbecue rub that you might like. Finally, the last one I'll cover. Arachidonic acid. For some reason, companies show spiders, but its name is actually based off of the new Latin word for peanut. This one's a bit new, so you may not have heard about it. It's a fatty acid produced by the body that is shown to help repair muscles. One company says, more muscle, no side effects. They also say, still very safe and obviously legal to purchase, but way more powerful than anything you can buy at your typical brick and mortar supplement store. To me, they're trying to say, this is as powerful as steroids while not being steroids. The testimonial says something similar. This is a perfect example. This product isn't banned, but it is newer on the market. If, over the next few years, it becomes banned, then we'll know that it really worked. If it never gets banned, then how well do you think it actually works? I can't go into every supplement from every company because you would get bored a few hours in and click away. I'm also trying not to cherry pick. You may be tempted to think, well, he did take a few bad examples. The rest of the industry is great. How many companies and products promise insane muscle growth and strength? All of them. No company I've ever seen says, this product is helpful in some specific instances if you're not getting nutrients from other places. They know you're looking for the magic pill, for the easy way to get huge. They know you can't buy the stuff that works, steroids. So what do? They make 21st century snake oil with weird ingredients. Or they take things that do work but give outlandish claims. Either way, many products are misleading at best and outright scams at worst. This doesn't mean that everything is a scam. For example, protein has a very important place. How do you grow muscles? With protein. Muscles need certain amino acids that make up protein to build muscle. That's what BCAAs are. A concentration of the few amino acids your body needs and can't make itself. However, it's not necessary. You don't really need to take BCAAs if you're taking protein powder, because what's in the BCAAs are already in the protein. And, to be honest, you don't really need to take protein powder if you're eating enough protein-rich foods, like chicken or steak. I know, enough food. Protein powder and BCAAs often say things like, specially formulated for insane muscle growth, and things like that. But it's not nearly as special as they make it out to be. Why? Because if they had something special or truly proprietary in the supplements that build muscle, more than normal protein synthesis, then do you think athletes groups would let athletes use it? Creatine is another perfect example. First, most people don't actually know what it is or what it does. It helps give energy when using muscles, aids in recovery, among a few other things. But there's a reason why it's not banned. It has a purpose in the body and does help, but it isn't nearly as powerful as other things your body makes, like testosterone. Pre-workout is a thing that does work, as long as you don't take too much and become accustomed to it. Caffeine absolutely works, and in fact was banned for a few years in the 90s from lifting competitions. But when they start throwing in things like taurine or other products they claim are just as good as better, then...
Come on, man!
Look, if supplements work, then they're almost always banned. So, if the supplement you're buying promises huge muscle and strength growth, take a minute to think. If it works, why hasn't it been banned? Why isn't it illegal? Probably because it doesn't work, or it isn't nearly as effective as they claim. Companies know you want to get stronger, gain muscle, lose weight, and that you're usually desperate enough to try anything. If you're desperate to be bigger or stronger, then you'll probably buy something that promises that you'll be bigger or stronger. If they say their new product works as well as steroids, then what do you think? Steroids work as well as steroids. So, in conclusion, don't be fooled by the supplement industry. If things like thistle or mango tree bark or cayenne pepper seeds had such potent effects, what do you think pharmaceutical companies would do? They spend years and billions of dollars searching for that next wonder drug. If they could extract the magical formula from supplement products, then they absolutely would. But they don't. Why is that? Because the stuff probably doesn't work. If these supplements worked, then athletes, lifters, and bodybuilders probably wouldn't need to use steroids. This stuff would be just as good and not illegal. But they don't. Why? Because the stuff
Sounds good, doesn't work.
So, the next time you see a new supplement that promises the world, ask yourself, would I get kicked out of the Olympics for taking this? If not, then honestly, probably don't waste your time. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, then please leave a like and subscribe. There are plenty of YouTube channels out there who've talked a lot about the supplement industry and the lifting industry in general, but I haven't really heard anyone bring up this point yet, so I kind of decided to do it myself. I'm not condoning anything in this video. I just wanted to show that the best products are usually banned, and if a product isn't banned, then that usually means it doesn't work, or at least it doesn't do that much. Anyways, thanks for watching.